For the past 2 years, Jocko Fuel has been the only supplement I've consumed. It's helped me stay in shape now that my competitive career is finished. If you've been waiting to try Jocko, the wait is over. Jocko has now teamed with Walmart, bringing clean fuel to the entire nation. Jocko Fuel is loaded with all the good stuff and none of the bad. And I'm talking no added sugars, no artificial sweeteners, and absolutely no gray area or banned substances. Just pure, clean fuel to power your performances. Jocko Fuel is now available in Walmart nationwide. Products available at your local Walmart are Jocko Malt, ready to drink, Jocko Malt powder, and Jocko pre-workout. How convenient. Guys, the time is now. Consider trying some of my favorites like Jocko Go and Jocko Hydrate. You can even do it online. Use code Chael30 at JockoFuel.com or just stop by your local Walmart and get your hands on some Jocko ASAP. Don't wait, might not last. Fuel up with Jocko Fuel and crush your goals. Now there's no excuse for not having clean fuel. Guys, I want you to go get Jocko Fuel today at Walmart.
Oh my goodness. What a night, guys. Main event. I want to show you guys where I'm at here. Back in the hotel. Coming for, oh, you know what? I don't quite have the view that I thought I did. Oh, I thought I had Sphere. I thought Sphere was right out the window. All right. T-Mobile Arena. Right over there. So, but I'm trying to kind of bring you the vibe. Kind of let you know what's going on. This place was popping. Not for nothing. I was disappointed with the main event when it got announced. From the perspective, well, we got a calendar issue, right? We got a schedule issue. Politics involved here. That really just means opportunity. But when it comes to Asakura, he was not going to find himself in this position in a normal situation. That's the day the fight was announced. I did not feel like that this week. Asakura won me over. He won me over and convinced me that he thought he belonged here and he thought he could win this match. Now, before you say, oh, Chael, everyone thinks they can win. No, they don't. That's an act. You saw 11 fights tonight. Of those 11 fights, you only saw 2 where both guys that went out there to fight thought they were going to win. Ian Gary thought he was going to win tonight. So did Rakhmonov. Asakura thought he was going to win tonight. So did Pantoja. Every other fight you saw tonight, one guy walked in the ring, thought it's not going to go my way. Every single one of those guys was right tonight except one, which was Anders. Anders did not think he was going to win that fight. He did. And I'm only saying that to you because it really does. You must understand what Pantoja went through. Before you get to the physicality, we knew he could scramble. We knew he could fight. We knew he finishes people when he takes their back. None of that's new. How were you going to deal with a situation that never once did you imagine you were going to be in? What Anthony Smith went through tonight, for example. Okay? There is no chance that Pantoja ever, on his way up or once he got there, looked at the rankings and then thought, I'm going to fight a guy that isn't here. I'm going to fight a guy that's not in the top 5, that's not in the top 10, that's not in the top 15 at all. He never would have thought that. And then when he finds that out, how is he supposed to interpret that? Is he supposed to interpret that any other way than, I am not important enough to be protected? And in fact, so unmeaningful that the mere idea that this kid with some swagger from the other side of the world, if he gets a jump on me, will be a star, which is something the division lacks. I'm the head of the division, and I'm being told we need a new star. How is he supposed to interpret it anything less than what I just said? He never thought he'd be in a spot like this. And by the way, Pantoja was angry. I didn't know all week if that was good. I didn't know. I've never seen Pantoja fight angry. Pantoja actually has always fought like a guy trying to earn his place. Pantoja's never fought like a champion. He's always fought like a guy that, I had a dream and shucks, I'm going to go out there and try. And he tries hard. He's got some good skills, but that's what he fights like. He does not demand. He does not put his foot down. He does not say, I am UFC champion. I'm going to defend our territory. He's never done that. He did this week, but what does that mean? Can he perform under that kind of a stress. And, oh yeah, I'm not sure Pantoja did not put on his best fight tonight. I don't know enough about Asakura to quite say Pantoja put on his best performance, but by goodness, Asakura won me over. I'm in on the guy. I'm in even a defeat. In the very first round, Pantoja had to do 4 takedowns because Asakura got his ass up every single time. The first 30 seconds of that fight was the best 30 seconds of the evening up until that point. Then you get to a minute into the fight. A minute into that fight was the best minute of the entire evening up until that point. That was an awesome contest. But Pantoja fought with an urgency. I mean, when it was a choice to, okay, take this guy's back, there was one moment there where Pantoja jumped. Coaches, believe me, they do not show you when they're showing you how to take the back. To jump in the air and wrap your leg around the opponent as you're bouncing in to a galvanized steel fence. It was great. Pantoja looked great. And that was probably my biggest takeaway, aside from Pantoja making it clear that he is going to make 125 pounds a perennial recognized division. For the second time this year, 125 pounds was the main event of a pay-per-view. That is not how this game is generally played. And Pantoja looked like a star tonight. And it was a big deal what he said in that moment. And it wasn't a big deal to the future of the sport and to everybody watching, but it was to me. If he wanted me as a fan, he had one way to handle that, which is you don't go up and call out 35-pounders and start talking about champ status. You understand that you're the head of the division and you do whatever you can to serve your division. And I thought that was awesome that he did that. That was meaningful to me. And who's next for Pantoja? Before I get involved with that, how about some 25-pounders get involved with that? I know Kai France would like an opportunity. Would anybody else? Because if they don't, then let's give it to Kai France. I mean, let's give it to Kai. Is Kai he's the only guy out there with a voice? He's the only guy out there with a Twitter account? Kai would like that fight. It's no difference than a different job interview. You've got a job interview. One person shows up. Well, guess that they get the job. We don't go inform somebody that didn't even ask for the position that they now have it. It doesn't work that way. I think the 125-pounders have done a terrible job of representing themselves and their division. I would give an exception to Kai. And I hope that Kai gets that opportunity. I'm only sharing with you, before we get into who's next or who should be next, I don't think it's too much for me to ask that we hear from the 25-pounders. Would any of you like to fight Pantoja?